Hey everybody, today's words to live by are: the greater damage for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. Those wise words are from Michelangelo, and special edition words to live by today, as you might be able to tell in the background here. But even though I spend zero time in the past anymore, um, I would say birthdays are sometimes days to reflect a little and look ahead also. So I've been thinking a lot about aiming higher, and I think the essence of what Michelangelo says really captures what I'm thinking perfectly. Because looking back, I aimed really high for most of my life, and I'm so glad I did. I remember aiming high when I was 9 years old and looking ahead to wanting to be a professional tennis player. And I had to listen to a lot of critics and a lot of people that said I would never do it. I would never even make my high school team, much less go on to play at a Division I college and eventually turn pro and be on the tour with the world ranking. So lots of naysayers there, and I aimed high. And again, I'm glad I did. And the same thing when I started my business career and having some of the jobs I was fortunate to have, and all the people that said, you're going way too high, like you're aiming way too high. There's no way you can do that. And I did. And then writing books. Oh my gosh, I've written 9 now. And I had so many people just say, you're an accounting major. Like, you never were a writer. You can't do that. And I aimed high, and I did. And there were other areas in my life where I aimed low and I settled, and I paid the price in a lot of ways for that, or at the very least I could tell that it wasn't sort of at the essence of who I was on those occasions that I maybe aimed a little bit too low in certain areas. So looking ahead, I really intend on aiming really, really, really high in every area of my life. And why not, right? I mean, it's just, I don't believe anybody should settle or shrink or play small. I just don't. I don't believe in setting small and safe targets and hitting them with ease, because then you miss out on living the life that you're capable of living. And I can just imagine, in all the cases that I mentioned before, if I hadn't aimed high, all of the things that I would have missed out on, and the people I wouldn't have met, and all of the situations and experiences I wouldn't have had, and how much different life would have been if I hadn't aimed so high. So for me, I think that would be the bigger disappointment, is getting to the end and saying like, I held back, and I just don't want to do that, and I don't recommend anybody do that. So aim higher than you're comfortable is probably my mantra going into this next year. And I think I've definitely found that growth is always right there at the edge of what's possible. And so it's every time you get into that discomfort zone and you sort of start to question whether or not something's possible, that's when the growth happens. Every year it's another chance to reset things and aim a little bit higher. And I did that this past year, and I'm doing it again starting today. So it worked, and I'm going to keep going until it doesn't work anymore, or until my time comes, whichever happens first. So I think the takeaway here is this: don't try to reach comfort, try to reach your potential, which I hope for you see as limitless. Those are the words to live by today, and I hope you enjoyed this reflection. And if you did, please like and or subscribe, and I will see you all again very soon.